Salutations YouTube et bienvenue pour l'épisode 3 de notre let's play sur Follett, les piliers de la Terre. On est de retour avec notre frère... Putain merde, j'ai oublié les noms. Ça arrive très souvent d'oublier les noms. Parce que j'attache pas d'importance, bref. Non, j'ai oublié son nom là. Frère je sais plus qui était parti d'une ville pour rejoindre celle qu'on voit derrière là. Et puis il y a eu un meurtre, enfin non, pas un meurtre, pardon. Il y a eu un décès de frère frère Sam ou frère Jacques, je sais plus. Moi et les noms, hein. Voilà. Bref, il y a eu un décès d'un frère et on a un petit peu enquêté là-dessus. Et on est tombé sur une lettre qui apparemment était une lettre adressée au nouveau roi qui était destinée donc à lui pour je crois que c'était pour éviter une guerre. C'était pour éviter une guerre. Et du coup on est dû aller voir l'évêque pour lui apporter la lettre, lui dire voilà qu'on a trouvé ça et que c'était quand même important, et parce que l'évêque est assez proche du nouveau roi, enfin pas du nouveau roi mais de l'autre roi qui veut lui faire la guerre, genre. Et du coup on lui a dit qu'on avait trouvé la lettre, qu'on avait que Francis était un petit peu dedans, on va pas se mentir. Et moi il l'a deviné, de toute façon l'évêque a deviné que voilà quoi, Francis était dedans et que qu'il était lié avec la lettre. Et du coup, à notre retour, Francis dans la sauce, quoi. Francis dans la sauce parce que Francis s'est fait kidnapper. Frère Francis s'est fait kidnapper. Il n'y a que lui que j'ai retenu. Hein. Il n'y a que Francis qui s'est fait kidnapper. Et c'est vrai, quand je jouais un autre perso, je crois qu'il s'appelait Tom, où il a dû abandonner son bébé suite à la mort de sa femme, et qui a eu des regrets, ce qui fait que il a voulu le récupérer, mais il a pas pu parce que une autre personne est venue, je crois que c'était non, c'était pas Francis qui était non, c'était pas Francis, c'était quelqu'un d'autre qui avait pris le bébé, qui a voulu sans doute l'élever dans un monastère en tant que de genre. Et du coup, il a rencontré par la même occasion une rôdeuse qui maintenant fait chemin ensemble pour nous aider à retrouver le bébé. Et du coup, on a réussi à aller, je sais plus dans quelle ville. Et on a réussi à trouver un travail parce que les fortifications étaient vraiment dans de très mauvais état. Et du coup, voilà, on a réussi à trouver un travail parce que notre cher Tom est, on va dire, constructeur, en quelque sorte. Et du coup, voilà, on s'était arrêté ici. Du coup, je vous propose la suite. Ok, on est direct dans le sujet là. Découvrir ce qui se passe, lieu actuel, prieuré de Kingsbridge. Voilà, ça c'est Kingsbridge. Je sais pas par où il est parti. Alors je sais plus comment on y joue. Hein. On avait les documents. On avait la carte. Voilà, je vais pouvoir récapituler un petit peu. Ah non, pas la carte. Non, je pensais pas ça, mais ouais, ok. Ah. Donc là, on joue. Putain, on joue qui déjà là? Frère, je sais plus qui là. Les doutes. Bon, du coup, il y a une. Alors, je crois que c'est une armée, hein. On peut dire que c'est une petite armée qui est venue nous prévenir que Francis s'est fait capturer suite à notre conversation avec l'évêque, avec la lettre. Et du coup, il y a beaucoup de monde là. Ils semblent très inquiets. C'est un mauvais signe. Un très mauvais signe.
What is this?
It's an invasion, that's what it is.
Ok, rien d'autre. On verra après. Même Andrew semble effrayé. À qui parle-t-il? Que se passe-t-il?
Brother Philip, I'm afraid these soldiers are looking for your brother. He has just arrived. 2 of them followed him into the cloister. No.
D'accord. Ils ont peur. Quand ces soldats sont-ils arrivés? Qui les a laissés rentrer?
They said they're looking for someone.
They were questioning some of our brothers.
Ok. On va essayer de parler à tout le monde. Que font-ils ici? Sont-ils venus pour Francis? La guerre a-t-elle déjà commencé?
What is happening here?
Return to your brothers, monk.
We'll question you soon enough.
Ok, ça promet. Et lui, il se parle pas. Ok. On est au livre 1, chapitre 4. Ok. Sur 7. 4 sur 7. Bien sûr. Donc bah il reste plus que la porte en fait. Bien, je vous en prie. Protégez mon petit frère. Bon. On se casse de la cour. C'est qui eux?
What's your name? It will be easier for us all.
Mais c'est Francis.
if you came with us.
What about the child?
Avec le bébé.
Is it yours?
Francis.
Et je croyais que Francis s'était fait enlever.
Like it or not, you'll be coming with us.
We were looking for you.
You must be mistaken.
We got your description. If it fits a man, we bring him in. It fits you, so we're bringing you in.
Walter, just look at him. He's holding it like a woman. Are you breastfeeding it?
Now, come on.
No.
Really?
Ok, c'est bon.
Is this really necessary?
The Bezoué.
Come on.
Que fait Francis ici? Bah oui, bonne question. Je croyais qu'il était enlevé.
What are you doing here? And who is that?
I found him in the woods.
Hey,
Hey,
We fed him goat's milk in St. John's. Johnny Eightpence did. He says he misses you.
He was always very sentimental.
hey!
Philip, you must not tell these men my
Ah, les frères Philippe, c'est vrai.
My Lord Robert of Gloucester believes me to be in Winchester.
I gave the letter to the bishop. He said he'd help.
May God have mercy on us. I was wrong to send you.
What is it?
These men are with the bishop. He is here, in Kingsbridge.
The bishop is here?
hey, you two. You should listen when you're spoken to. Who are you? And what about the child?
Oula, attention, on va répondre.
Did you make it? Did you two do it and make a little baby? By God, you look so funny. Oh, come on, let me hold him.
A name, or both of your names. Come on, you two.
Déjà l'enfant.
Give us something we can work with.
The child is under my protection.
Oh, is it now?
Good for you, monk. What's your name? And don't pretend you can't talk, because I'm sick of listening to you.
I am Philip. Philip of Gwynedd.
It's him we're looking for, not the other one.
Monks, they all look alike.
We were looking for you. Bishop Wailerun wants to see you.
Oh.
We found him. He's here. Tell the bishop.
I found the monk.
The bishop. Tell the bishop.
Go on, monk. We'll all keep an eye on you.
You will be safe.
What are you waiting?
Ah mais j'avance. Hop, j'ai envie de faire du tour s'il vous plaît. Non, non.
Don't let the bishop wait.
Go ahead.
That's him. That's the monk.
We're in because of him. Tell the bishop. I thought he would
Ah, l'autre qui prie.
What is going on here, Philip? I don't know.
The bishop knows he's here.
Laissez-moi sortir.
He's expecting you.
Santa Maria Mater Dei, Santa Maria Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus. Santa Maria Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus. Oh, e che venit cum nobis.
Oi, oi, oi.
Philip. There you are.
The Right Reverend Bishop Wailerun Bygod.
Philip and I are already acquainted.
You were looking for me, my bishop?
I was. Remigius, Philip does look distressed, does he not?
Yes, he does.
Oui, ils sont deux mèches tous les deux.
Tell me, what is on your mind?
Alors attends, que sont ces hommes qui me cherchaient? Des soldats ont envahi le pétrier. Putain, ces hommes qui me cherchaient. Les soldats ont envahi mon prieuré. Enfin bref.
Soldiers have invaded the priory.
Invaded? Oh, of course. I have gotten too used to the presence of knights and nobles. The work of a bishop. The reason why these men are outside right now is your letter, Philip. As I suspected, it did convince my allies to go against the Earl of Shiring. These allies of mine insisted that their knight should accompany me along with their son, and very soon they will ride against the Earl.
I understand, my bishop.
Philip, I have the feeling that there is a storm rising. Right here, in Kingsbridge. And in the eye of that storm stands one man. You. Around you, things begin moving. Don't they, Remigius?
Yes.
But there is one important thing you have kept from me.
There is.
Ah
My
bon, quoi?
bishop.
You did not mention that you, Philip, were nominated to be prior of Kingsbridge.
Ah, vous m'avez pas posé la question.
The brothers here will elect their new prior today, will they not?
The election will take place in a few hours, my bishop.
We need a strong prior. James was my friend, but a strong prior he was not. We are in agreement on these matters, are we not, Remigius?
Of course, Right Reverend. The bishop and I agreed you should have this.
Ah, convaincu que vous devriez avoir. Ah bon, maintenant ils sont de mon côté. Rosaire de prieur James. Fais voir, examiner. Ah, c'est toujours le bug là. Le rosaire du prieur James, découvert par le sous-prieur Remigius au bord de la rivière près de l'endroit où l'on pense que la glace a cédé sous les pas de l'ancien prieur. de Kingsbridge. À ce jour, le tombeau de James dans la cathédrale demeure vide. Il est probable que le ruisseau gelé ait emporté le corps du prieur au loin. Les moines pensent que James aurait été poursuivi sur la glace au petit matin du jour de Noël. Attendez, par le diable en personne, selon certains. Mais qui peut dire ce qui s'est réellement passé? Car il n'y avait personne cette nuit-là, près de la rivière, à part le prieur James, n'est-ce pas? Je sais pas pourquoi ça marche pas là mon truc. Je vais le faire à la souris quoi. Philippe s'est vu offrir ce rosaire en janvier 1136 par Réminus et par l'évêque Walran, bref. En tant que gage de bonne volonté et de confiance, le jour de l'élection du nouveau prieur de Kingsbridge.
Very well.
Okay.
Now, when your distinguished guests arrive, what will be the subject of your first sermon as the new prior of Kingsbridge?
Attendez, quoi? Je parlerai du courage et du changement, je dirais que les prieurs... Non, en rien supérieur. Je parlerai plutôt du courage et du changement.
I think what I would talk about is... I beg your forgiveness, but I do not understand.
Most of your brothers agree with me on this matter. Remigius has talked to them. They will vote for you.
As will I.
C'est que j'ai pas compris
And
la question.
I will support you in your duties in my role as sub-prior.
A role you have fulfilled wonderfully in the past, Remigius. Wonderfully.
My bishop?
Philip of Gwynedd. You will be the new prior of Kingsbridge.
In humbleness, I stand before you, most humbled by your trust and humbled by the great tasks ahead of us. We must restore Kingsbridge to do justice to the glory of God and to his mercy. The desperate and the hopeless everywhere shall hear our bells. They shall see our towering cathedral. Our great church will become a guiding light, but first and foremost, through our actions and our faith, we ourselves shall be such a light to the lost, the hurt, and the suffering on their path to God.
The Earl of Shiring is not in attendance, it seems.
He is not. Shameful. He's busy preparing his siege on Winchester.
I trust he does not know we are about to foil his plans, Percy.
Answer the bishop, my husband.
No, he does not expect us, not at all. My men are ready.
So is our son.
Excellent.
Ça fait des cachotteries.
There you are. What's the matter?
Did I have a father?
Yes. Everyone has a father.
Bien, savoir.
What happened to him?
He died before you were born.
How could he be my father if he died before I was born?
Babies grow from a seed. The seed comes out of a man's prick and is planted in a woman's cunny. Then the seed grows into a baby in her belly, and when it's ready, it comes out.
Je vais pas dire ça, non.
Why did you never tell me? About father, I mean.
I needed you to be older. Trust me, once the time is right, I will tell you everything. I promise.
What was my father's name?
Jack, the same as you. They called him Jack Sherberg.
So, if there's another Jack, I can tell people that I'm Jack Jackson?
You can. People don't always call you what you want them to, but you can try.
Oh, l'armée arrive.
What is that? Jack, find the others. Then hide and don't come out till I tell you.
Vous avez été désigné prieur de Kingsbridge. Voilà, reine vous a écouté. Ses alliés, les Hamleg, je sais pas comment ça se prononce, bref, attaquent Castle. Frère Marcus, que vous avez dénoncé, a fui le prieuré après avoir été puni. Plus que 3 chapitres. Chapitre 5. L'homme dans les flammes.
Oh, there are at least 200 of them at the river.
Knights again? What colors do they wear?
They are not knights, Philip.
Quoi, des assassins?
They cannot pay.
Ah.
It is all right, Brother Paul.
I told them that there's a toll.
Oula, je dois décider de les faire payer ou non.
Speak for you?
No one will speak for us, monk.
We were chased from every village.
They are outlaws.
We are no outlaws.
We come from Earl's Castle.
They killed our men.
My child. They killed my child.
By God. We cannot feed you. We barely have enough for ourselves.
On peut pas les nourrir, mais on peut toujours leur offrir un refuge, c'est vrai.
We will give them shelter.
Philip, we have not enough room.
We will give you all shelter, all of you.
I wish I had more to give.
More? We've given away almost all the food we have. What will these poor people eat tomorrow?
Before they came here, they fed themselves. They worked. Surely they can do that again.
Et oui, voilà.
There are more coming. Word is spreading fast.
What do we do now, Philip?
Give me the rest of the bread.
But...
Here, Philip.
Tout le pain qui nous reste.
Then help to clean out the empty houses and tend to the injured.
You heard our prior, brothers.
Ou alors attends. Alors réfléchissons. On va partir d'ici. Hein. Mais je m'enfuis. Je m'enfuis de mes responsabilités. Comment ça, conséquence de mes actes?
Don't move, Pa.
I can work. I've always worked. Please let us stay.
What is this, Pa? Your leg has turned all black.
I taught my children how to make baskets and ropes. Ah. Earl Bartholomew was a good man. How they humiliated him in front of his children. It was not right.
He will come to help us.
No, woman, they will hang him.
But why? How do we deserve this? Why has God forsaken us?
He has not forsaken you.
But our children are sick. Our husbands were killed.
Thank you, Prior, for your clemency. I know there's only so much you can do.
The children are all alone. None of them are crying.
It was the Hamleys.
They couldn't get their rotten son married to our young lady.
If there is any justice in the world, the king will punish them.
Ok. Est-ce qu'il y a moyen de... Ouais.
I'm not running away.
Ok, je ne m'enfuirai pas. J'ai pas dit que j'allais m'enfuir, mais ouais, si tu veux.
These people need my help.
Ok, ok. Bah, j'ai pas trop de choix d'aller là-bas, hein. Est-ce que je peux aller vers le moulin? Eh, j'ai dit d'aller vers le moulin.
The words of a sinner cannot help them.
Attends. Ah, je dois donner du pain à ceux qui en ont besoin.
Thank you. We'll make it last as long as we can. Prior, I was a farmer in Earl's Castle. I could help you here. I can work.
Ouais, pas trop. Bon, le mec qui a une jambe noire, il va pas trop nous aider en vrai.
Take some bread for your children.
This is not enough.
He has more bread. I saw it.
Please, our children are starving.
Give us bread for our children.
Non. Vous aurez le strict nécessaire, alors fermez-la.
Take some bread.
Only one loaf of bread for all of us?
In Wiggly they spat on us, and now you want to complain when this monk shows mercy.
But I...
Thank you, Father.
Please, give some to those people over there.
Us. We have
Why
nothing.
did this happen?
What did we
Our
do
children
wrong?
will die in this cold.
Wake
Please,
up, Pa.
let us stay. We can work.
Fermez-la. Déjà, vous avez du pain, quoi. Examinez. Note de Philippe sur les réfugiés de Kingsbridge datée du janvier de 1136. Je me suis assis avec les réfugiés. Ils sont venus chercher un abri dans notre prieuré. Ils ont bu, ils ont ri et ils m'ont raconté des histoires atroces. D'un point de vue politique, la capture d'Earl Castle fut une manœuvre stratégique visant à soutenir le roi Stéphane. Stéphane, je pense. Mais pour ses hommes, ses femmes et ses enfants, ce fut une terrible tragédie. Ils m'ont parlé de William Hamleigh. Alors désolé si je me lance très mal, hein, bien sûr. Et de 3 autres cavaliers à la tête d'une armée de chevaliers. Ils ont piétiné ceux qui sont tombés, mis le feu à leur maison, tout en leur criant de hurler encore plus fort. Les villageois se sont enfuis sans rien pouvoir emporter et sans avoir nulle part où aller. Le simple fait d'entendre ces récits m'a donné des frissons dans le dos. Si nous nous en étions pas mêlés, rien de tout cela ne serait produit.
Philip, we are running out of room.
Have you done as I told you?
We have cleared out the houses and put up fires. All houses are occupied, and our brothers are treating the sick and injured.
There is still some room in the guest house and in the dormitory. Tomorrow, we will open the cathedral. We need all the room we can get.
Prior Philip?
Est-ce que c'est Tom?
Yes?
Oui.
I am Tom, Master Builder, and I'd like to rebuild your northwest tower.
Dear God, you look even worse than the others. Like they haven't eaten in days.
They just don't stop coming, do they?
I have worked on Salisbury Cathedral. My last employer was the Earl of Shiring himself. I know my craft. If you let your tower collapse, it may tear down parts of the nave. Hire me, and I'll make it strong again.
Attends, il est plus important d'aider les réfugiés, réparer coûte trop cher. C'est vrai que il est plus important d'aider les réfugiés.
That child? You are raising a child?
Merde, attends.
My brother found
On peut refaire?
Jonathan in the woods and brought him here. The poor boy would have frozen to death if it hadn't been for God's great mercy.
Jonathan.
Look, I am sorry, but all I can offer you is a place to sleep.
I'll accept. but I'd rather earn it. We didn't come here to beg.
Ask God then. That wouldn't be begging, it'd be prayer.
Attendez, j'ai envie de refaire la réponse.
You remember what I told you about the kindness of monks? Ask God. That wouldn't be begging, it would be prayer.
Oh, I will pray. I will pray for a thunderbolt to strike the church and level it to the ground.
I wonder if they refused us because of me.
Attends.
Why can't Tom repair their church?
Because these monks want to hold on to their coin as long as they can.
Well, they can't see that it's about to collapse.
Ouais, je me
If
suis
it
trompé.
did, I'd have worked for a lifetime. But no, they believe it can all be held together by prayer.
Do they know you?
I used to live close to here, so it is possible.
Maybe that monk will change his mind. He seemed nice.
Oui, c'est ça, il a raison. J'ai changé d'avis.
He's a stubborn one.
Can I look around a bit?
Yes, but don't stroll too far. Be cautious of those monks. I told you the baby would be safe.
What baby?
Monks make
Martha?
ropes. Leave her, Jack. She's been through a lot. I think she deserves a good night's rest, don't you?
You'll grow up to be a monk.
He will.
Guess there
Est-ce
are
que je-
worse things than growing up close to God.
Hmm.
Jonathan.
Mother?
Not now, Jack. A gift
Ok.
from God.
C'est un gros retour de bâton. Ouh là là, il y a tellement de trucs à faire.
To be careful. They must never know that you're his father.
Courir? Ouais, cours. On va parler, on va voir.
I am not a ghost, little redhead, even if I am at death's door. If you go first, I will put you in the ground. It's what I do. I'll make it a nice grave. You'll like it, but you must dig me one too, when my time comes. Agreed?
Ouais, vas-y.
That's good. Good. You must not be afraid to die. Death is not the end. There is more after. That's the secret. That is what all this here is about. You see?
Attends.
Fall over already.
Incroyable. Je vais voir derrière le... Oula. Bah.
Who are you? Ah, you're one of the refugees from Earl's Castle, aren't you?
On va dire oui.
Did you see how they killed people? I don't think I could take it. We monks do not do things like killing.
Maybe it was Brother Marcus. Stealing food.
No. After that beating, he would never come back.
What if it is Prior James?
James is dead.
He's still in the river. We couldn't put him to rest.
Could that be?
Philip said Prior James did not commit suicide.
So it couldn't have been him.
Then what did I see? I saw something.
There are things deep in the woods, in the streams, the rocks. Many farmers give them offerings.
They shouldn't do that. They must be demons. An angel would not hide in the forest.
Un démon qui se cacherait dans la forêt. Ok.
I will not change my mind on this matter. We will help them, all of them. Remigius, do you truly want to leave these people to die?
We should remove ourselves from the world, my prior. It is for God to decide, not us.
We will help these people. We must.
J'ai même pas avancé. The fuck? Attends, il est là, mais moi j'ai envie de voir un petit peu les choses. On va checker là-bas, là.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Ah!
Remigius here is right. This is no place for children.
Now I remember her.
What is it now, Remigius?
This woman. She came with the builder.
Yes?
She is not a refugee.
What do you mean?
She's an outlaw. She's been here in the past. Prior James warned me about her. She is not from Earl's Castle. She's from the forest.
But her husband?
I doubt they are married.
Young man?
Oh.
Are you not the builder's son? What's your name?
Jack le bâtisseur. Alors, en vrai, on va pas mentir parce que ça va encore nous créer des problèmes.
Jack Jackson.
Son of Jack. Well then, you may go now.
He is not the builder's son. I knew it. He is her son. And of a man called Jack. Fornicators, that's what they are. Unmarried even. That woman must be expelled from Kingsbridge.
I had no idea. I will think about it.
Oh oui, qu'il est méchant. Ah, je peux pas. Bon, au final, je peux y aller, quoi.
Oh, I wish someone would just tear that cathedral down so we could start afresh.
That would require a miracle, and I really don't know a thing about them.
I'm so tired.
Come, I'll sing you a lullaby. Actually, it's Jack's favourite. A lark caught in a
Allez, copyrighté pour YouTube.
hunter's net sang sweeter than ever, as if
Putain, c'est vrai, il y avait son bébé en plus, c'est juste là.
Might wing and net dissever. At dusk the hunter took his prey. The lark is freedom never. All birds and men are sure to die, but songs may live forever.
Ok. Du coup... Il y a tellement de choses. Beaucoup de bougies, mais je peux rien en faire avec.
Prior James.
Oh, un bol. Je sais pas à quoi ça va nous servir, mais on verra. L'église est cassée. Fermé?
It won't move.
Ah ouais, c'est fermé. Et toujours pas le hibou? Ah, voilà qui est intéressant. Un nid d'oiseaux abandonné.
Very, very dry.
Oh, tu vas pas y foutre le feu, quoi. Il y a un truc là. Inscription. Inscription dans les combles de la cathédrale de Kingsbridge découverte en 1136. Guitmund et Filius Christianus, ici 1066-1077. Ora fugi factamanen. Je sais absolument pas ce que ça veut dire. Très bien.
Why is the bowl on the pedestal? Do people drink here?
Nickel. Je l'ai pensé celle-là. De l'eau. Ok. C'est fermé. On va repasser par là. Ah, ils sont partis.
Like Mother's garden at home.
Ah, ça mène vers une cuisine. Je peux rien faire. Oula, il est tout seul. Ok. On va essayer de pas créer d'ennui, hein.
The monks closed the big door. We're locked in now.
Tom?
Yes? Oh, hello. I'm afraid we're out of food.
Who is it?
The mason's boy. I'm sorry, but I cannot help you. Come back in the morning, will you?
Those poor souls. They can hardly sleep. At least they don't have to take care of a baby.
Oh. Là, il a entendu un bébé, là.
Fine. Only that stupid cathedral will fall apart.
Eh Tom, j'ai entendu un bébé, là. Tu peux pas?
It would only make everything wet. It would only make everything wet.
Il ferait que tout mouillé.
It would only make everything wet.
Euh...
Move, you stupid thing! It would only make everything
Ça ne ferait que
wet.
tout mouiller. Alors je comprends pas ce que c'est que ce... Qu'est-ce qu'il veut faire là.
It would only make everything wet.
Est-ce qu'il faut que je retourne sur le toit?
It would only make everything wet.
Putain, pourquoi ça marche pas? Je suis littéralement obligé de passer par... Il y a un truc à faire avec cette eau.
Into the window.
Ah, pas dans la fenêtre.
No one home. It would only make everything wet.
Ouais, bah j'en ai aucune idée.
It would only make everything wet. I'd rather not.
Oh, ça sert à rien de venir ici.
It would only make everything wet.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce délire?
It would only make everything wet. Why is the bowl on the pedestal? Do people drink here? Damn it!
Ça devrait se savoir. Oh.
It won't move.
Ça ne bouge pas.
I'd rather not. It would only
Je sais pas à
make
quoi me servent
everything
ces
wet.
objets alors. Hein. Pourquoi il veut pas ouvrir?
No. It would only make everything wet.
Putain, il faut le donner qui a soif. Quelqu'un qui a soif. Je peux rien faire. Attends. Là c'est bizarre, là je peux rien faire non plus.
No. No.
Relou là, je comprends rien. Ce que je peux faire c'est revenir en arrière.
It would only make everything wet.
Mais l'autre là, il est suspect hein.
It would only make everything wet. I'd rather not.
Oh je peux?
What was that? Oh, God.
Rien du tout. Bon. Faut que je trouve un truc qui permettrait de déclencher un... Ah, je sais que ça marche pas.
When you die, you go to sleep. And someday, God wakes you up.
On ne fait rien du tout. Y a rien. Même là-dessus, ça fait rien.
Move, you stupid thing.
Ok, je peux rien faire. Va falloir que...
Leave her, Jack. She's been through a lot.
Justement, j'ai rapporté de l'eau.
I told you the baby would be safe.
It would only make everything wet.
Ah,
Monks may be whips, but they take care of their own.
He will grow up to be a monk.
He will.
ah mais il le sait alors.
Worse things than growing up close to God. Jonathan. That's the name they've given him.
A gift from God.
Jonathan.
I wish I could hold him.
I know. But you have to be careful. They must never know that you're his father. Tom?
Fine. Only that stupid cathedral will fall apart.
Il y a un truc à faire, hein. Tiens, le jeu veut pas que je parle à... Il y a un truc à faire quelque part. Je sais pas quoi. Je vais réinsister.
Hush, little one. It's just the wind.
Ils sont en train de dormir. Putain merde, c'est quoi? C'est quoi la soluce? Faut que j'avance moi là. Faut que ça va faire. Ça ne ferait que mouiller.
It would only make everything wet.
Ça ferait que tout mouiller. Putain, à quoi sert ce bol?
It would only make everything wet. It would only make everything wet.
Chiqueblo là en fait. Parce qu'il y a rien.
I'd rather not.
Donc il faudrait que la tour s'effondre. Je vois pas comment. On va pas retenter plusieurs fois le...
Move, you stupid thing.
Il y a un truc à faire sur le toit. Hein. Philippe a disparu, je sais pas où il est. Hein.
The monks closed the big door. We're locked in now.
Moi, on a fermé la grande porte, mais ils ont pas fermé. Hein? J'arrive pas à savoir. Il y a un truc à faire, mais je sais pas quoi. Le seul truc que j'ai pas fait, c'est pierre tombale.
It would only make everything wet.
Ce sont des choses, hein. Il fait rien. Allez, on se casse. Lui, il a l'air de bouger par contre. Quand on l'a tapé dedans, il bougeait. Terre meuble.
It would only make everything wet.
Oh, mais ce bol à eau ne sert à rien.
It would only make everything wet.
Quoi sers-tu, toi qui es là? Je vais essayer de lui reparler.
You again. Don't have time for children. Oh, why are they taking so long? He's always hearing things. First it's Adolphus, now Prior James. What's next? They'll be back in a minute. Don't you worry. The dead stay dead. And when they come back, we will rejoice. Oh God. Oh. Oh.
Ok, il n'y a plus rien à me dire. Est-ce que le Vioc a encore des trucs à me dire? Je vois pas comment en fait.
Dead is not as cold as here. Sleeping forever until the 7th trumpet sounds. When you die, you go to sleep. And
Ouais. Bah je suis bloqué en fait, je sais pas ce qu'il faut faire. Les indices m'aident pas. Comme ça c'est réglé. Pourquoi je peux pas ouvrir cette putain de porte?
More rocks for my slingshot.
Ok, des cailloux, très bien.
It would only make everything wet.
Y'a rien. Ça m'énerve. Où est passé Philippe?
I'd rather not. I'd rather not. It would only make everything wet.
Mec, tu sers à rien. Ah! Bah voilà, la bougie! Oh non, me dis pas qu'il va falloir que je mette le feu au nid. Oh la dinguerie. Je savais pas que je pouvais prendre la bougie. Bah, je suis obligé de le faire. Parce que sinon je peux pas avancer dans l'histoire. Bah, je le fais pour Tom. Parce qu'après il pourra reconstruire le... Tu vois... Je peux ne pas le faire. Ça veut dire... S'il y a marqué ne pas le faire, ça veut dire qu'il y a un autre processus qui fait que je peux quand même continuer l'histoire sans passer par là. Vas-y, je le fais. Parce que je suis bloqué, je vois pas comment.
If they need to build a new cathedral, Tom will get work. And we can stay here. Tom always talks about wanting to work on a cathedral.
Putain, je me tire. Oh merde, Kiblo. Oh, vous sentez venir la douille là?
What?
Ah.
So much smoke.
Oula. Oula. Oula.
I can barely breathe. It's already full.
Ah, bah attends. Tiens, de l'eau bénie.
Maybe upstairs I can breathe.
Prends cette eau.
Get out.
Prends cette eau. Voilà.
So much smoke.
Oui, bon, ça va, on a compris. Faut donc que j'aille en haut.
I can barely breathe.
Oh pétard, c'est qui lui? C'est qui ce fils de...
There's a breeze coming from the back.
Putain merde, je croyais que c'était une cinématique et pas du tout.
You! I know you. I am Maximum. It is you. By God and the devil! They sent you back to punish me.
C'est qui lui?
I told them we must repent.
C'est James?
For what we did to you. To all of them. For my sins. Cast me into the lake of fire.
Bonne question ça. Mon cher frère ou Francis? On va parler professionnellement. Tous ces frères,
My dear
frère
brother,
Francis.
Only 2 days have passed since you left our priory. Much has happened in these 2 days. Many desperate men, women, and children have found refuge here.
Il n'est pas responsable, il croyait bien faire.
The Earl of Shiring was arrested. His castle taken by my bishop's allies. The people that we shelter were driven from that castle. Francis, I know this was not your fault, but I, myself, cannot but feel responsible for their fate. A couple has come to seek shelter at our priory. Remigius tells me the woman is a witch. Even if that is not true, they seem to live in sin.
Je peux choisir de les renvoyer ou de les permettre de rester. Clairement, je choisis ça.
Remigius said to expel them for their act against God, but I decided against it. They might speak their vows as soon as opportunity is offered.
Terminer la lettre. Donner une nouvelle du bébé. Ah, évitons de donner du bébé, ça pourrait être suspect quand même pour certaines choses, non? Parce que si la lettre tombe entre de mauvaises mains... Vas-y, Poppy.
Milius and Cuthbert have taken it upon themselves to feed the baby. They called it Jonathan, the gift of God. Johnny Eightpence was right. He loves goat milk. A gift of God. And yet someone gave up on him. I will not give up on him, or on anyone else.
Cet homme.
Not on us either, brother. Even if the hope for my own redemption is as small and frail as Jonathan is.
Attends, mais la lettre, hein. Hop.
I pray that this letter finds you in good health.
Ah, on entend le feu se propager.
My own, I ask that you not talk about our parents again. One must let these things rest. I've made my peace and won't hear any more of it. I heard from you that only 3 in Earl Robert's employ can read. One of them is my brother. Your brother, Philip.
Qu'est-ce qu'on a? On a la parole de Dieu, bien sûr. On va fouiller un petit peu. Quelle est cette odeur? Ah.
No, no, no! Get out of there!
J'ai pas.
What is that?
Ouais, c'est épée.
Save yourselves! The saint! We must save the saint! Fire! The whole roof is in flames!
My God!
Don't go in there! Adolphus! The saint! We must save him! No! No! Don't go!
Oh, pétard! Oh merde!
While the monks and refugees cleaned up, I kept hidden. I hadn't expected that a magnificent building like this could so utterly collapse. That the ignorant little boy that I had been could so easily turn it back into a pile of dirty stones. I knew then that I had done something wrong, and no one could ever find out.
Prior Philip, I had the site cleared. It should be safe now.
Good work. Thank you, Master Builder. This concludes a very long night then.
Many people left already. They asked me to thank you for your kindness. They're sorry for what happened.
Well, they should thank God for his mercy. No one got hurt, no one died. 45 monks and 11 novices, all accounted for. No one's missing.
No one?
Milius and Cuthbert even saved our saint from the crypt.
Do you know what caused this?
Oh, je vais pas mettre quelqu'un du mettre au feu au toit parce que j'en sais rien. Moi. Je vais rien dire. J'ai pas de preuves.
Oh, no one got hurt. The books were saved. Even the bones of your saint were unharmed. Maybe this happened for a reason.
What do you mean?
Here. Let me show you something.
peut partir aussi, non? Oh. Personne n'a pas été blessé. Cette nuit. C'est parti. Un bâton.
I want you to look through the loop on top.
D'accord. Sainte prière de Dieu.
And I want to see. To be as innocent as a child. Where are the answers? I doubt scripture tells of this staff.
Tell me, what do you see?
L'aube.
I see dawn.
Right. Prior, I am deeply sorry about what happened to your church, but you must remain steadfast.
And stare at the sunrise?
No, you're only seeing the sunrise because you're facing east, straight east, like a church. Now, I know you have no money, and that helping people is more important, but we could start right here. Take the stones we've got, and the people who want to help.
So, what is it I am looking at, Tom Builder?
It's the aisle of your new cathedral.
I see it. I see now.
Ok. Alors, ce que vous avez fait, vous avez été favorable à l'accueil des réfugiés. Vous avez accepté d'enterrer Arnaldus quand il mourra. À cause de vous, les moines savent que Tom et Hélène ne sont pas mariés. À cause de vous. Ça va être de ma faute. Même si Philippe a su la vérité sur Hélène, il a pas... Non, elle a pu rester à Kingsbridge. Vous avez mis le feu à la cathédrale pour Tom. Vous avez convaincu Philippe de reconstruire la cathédrale de Kingsbridge. Voilà. Tout finit bien finalement. Winchester.
A few weeks later, I received an invitation from Bishop Waleran. In Winchester, we and Waleran's allies were to meet King Stephen himself. The bishop seemed assured that because we had helped the king, Stephen would support us in return. And that with his help, we would be able to rebuild Kingsbridge Cathedral.
Intéressant. Il nous aider à reconstruire la cathédrale. Cours de Winchester.
Percy Hanley.
Bishop Waleran. Good morning.
Ali! It's them! Over there! The Hamleys!
Again, thank you for your assistance in Kingsbridge, my son.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course. Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
Oh, children, pardon me.
Now we're only missing one more.
Here he is.
Good morning.
Bishop Henry, this is my prior.
Philip of Gwynedd, prior of Kingsbridge, my Lord Bishop.
You won't have to say much today, Philip.
Leave the talking to us.
No, leave the talking to me. King Stephen is my brother, after all. Let us make haste. My brother is an early riser.
Ok, chapitre 6. Et Hamling. Comment ça se prononce vraiment? Stephen, roi des Anglais. Todd Winchester.
I want to go hunting in the New Forest. England is full of game.
La New Forest.
No comparison to Normandy.
Ça a été traduit
This
ça.
country's still wild.
This is Waleran Bygod, the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
Waileran, I remember you. We've met before.
Pas de gameplay pour moi.
And Percy Hamley.
My king.
He brought Bartholomew to justice. And it's not the first time he's helped me. He has Norman blood in him. We should hunt together someday.
Indeed, sire.
Bartholomew, on the other hand, will not leave the jail alive.
Percy Hamley did not do it without help, my lord. It was I who told him of the plot against you.
And now you come to be rewarded as well. I see.
My brother, the Cathedral of Kingsbridge has burnt down. Waileran asks for a reward, not for himself. He asks for our church.
I take it your church cannot afford to rebuild that cathedral, Henry. Neither can the crown.
I, or rather Bishop Waileran, had an idea. You could give the Earl of Shiring's lands to the Bishop of Kingsbridge to finance the rebuilding of the cathedral.
I like the idea. But Percy and his men were the ones who took Earl's Castle, not Bishop Waileran. Right, Percy?
Yes, my king.
He knows the area, and he will be a loyal Earl, will you not?
Of course, my king.
You ought to give thanks to God first. God made you king.
Don't go on like that, Henry. Don't do that. You know what happens when you do that. It was a long way to this throne. A long way.
Yes, my brother.
Now I will hunt.
My Lord King, I thank you for being willing to reconsider the future of the Shiring Earldom.
When shall we hear your decision?
Tomorrow. Bring my bow. Tell the men we hunt.
Philip, Waileran and I have much to discuss.
All right. But what can I do to help?
Well, my brother asked me to get a confession from the traitor Bartholomew. A confession would be helpful against those who believe Bartholomew's arrest was unjust, and it may help us to convince my brother to forget all about his promise to Percy Hamley.
L'évêque Henri dit une confession de pour vous aider. Ok. Alors,
Ah, Philip.
What is it?
About Bartholomew's confession.
Maybe you can get him to confess.
I do not believe my prior can do more than you could, Henry.
Perhaps he knows he will die, no matter what he says.
Please excuse me.
Of course.
alors,
Please excuse me.
Percy Hamley will have the earldom of Shiring.
But would he make a good earl?
Who cares? Stephen wanted the throne for 20 years. Now that he has it, he must be loyal to those who are loyal to him.
Who knows? Maybe Percy will make a good earl.
From what I've heard, Lady Hamley pulls the strings.
From what I heard, this is about the cathedral in Kingsbridge. It burned down.
Yes.
Then the king should help in some manner, but not by giving away English land to the church.
Did you not say Bishop Henry was the richest man in England? Then why is he not paying for the cathedral? God has very tight purse strings, it seems.
Bartholomew and his followers would have only been the first wave. Robert of Gloucester remains and he will attack.
And that's what you keep telling us. Maybe because the king likes to hear that you share his worries about Robert of Gloucester.
Robert of Gloucester wants to see his sister on the throne. He will attack. And the Welsh will fight on his side. You mark my words.
Ok. Alors, si je dis
Bishop
ça là.
Henry said Bartholomew was in the jail. Where was that again?
Ah, donc faut que je trouve un geôlier. Ok. Ça mène où ça? Porte du château.
No, I won't just leave. I must do something to help our priory.
Ok, très bien. Ok,
How
le voilà.
could you let her get away? That little bitch.
I will find her, Mother. She was here? Why?
To see her father, of course. But that won't help her. She has already made a fool of you once. Don't let it happen again.
No, Mother.
Monk, it's about time you showed up.
Huh? Regan Hamley. We have not been formally introduced.
You are a fool.
But
is that formal enough for you, Monk? You don't understand any of this, do you? It's as if you've never set a single foot outside your little priory. Unbelievable.
Bah, c'est
You
faire.
better call me father.
How you let yourself be used by those two greedy bishops, I'll never know. Ugh. Waleran wants the lands of the earldom for himself. Henry knows that. Say something. You don't believe me, do you, Monk?
Accusé pareil.
You are only worrying about your husband's land.
Well, of course I am, and you should be too. If Waleran wins, we both lose. I know you don't trust me, but your bishops are no different from me. You are at a crossroads. It is your choice.
Do you have a way to prove any of this?
Ride with my son, William. Just a few hours. I will prove to you that Waleran will betray you.
All right. I will ride with your
C'est vrai
son,
qu'il était suspect
if
quand même.
only
Hein.
to prove you wrong.
Very well. Maybe you're not a fool after all. But do not let the bishops see you. William,
Attends,
ride with Father Philip. Do as I said.
Attends, et le geôlier? Ouais, je suis parti sur une quête secondaire.
William Hammer declined to tell me where we were heading. He enjoyed
Bien, mais elle n'a pas
keeping
voulu
me
me
in the
dire où
dark.
nous allons. Il prenait plaisir à me laisser dans cette incertitude et me forçait à le
Sometimes
suivre.
he sped ahead on his
Parfois, il
horse,
accélérait avec son
showing
cheval de
some
guerre. Il
effort to
m'était
catch up.
difficile de le rattraper,
Sooner
mais au
or
bout d'un
later, he
moment,
would
il
stop
s'apprêtait à...
sneering as I
Il s'arrêtait et m'attendait en ricanant.
On one occasion, he
À un moment, il en
sped
profitait pour
against a rock.
uriner contre un rocher. Quand je suis arrivé à sa hauteur, il s'est retourné sans même se couvrir. En me voyant offusqué face à son attitude honteuse, j'en ai mis à rire. Il s'est remis en selle, a donné un coup d'espéron à son cheval et il est reparti. J'ai continué à le suivre en espérant que le voyage ne soit pas une nouvelle erreur lamentable. Ah merde! Moi j'étais parti voir le geôlier pour lui demander...
Near a bridge, I
Ciao.
found William with a group of
Près d'un pont, j'ai trouvé William avec un groupe de laveuses. Ils criaient en leur direction. Quand je suis arrivé, je n'ai entendu que leur réponse. Elles disaient qu'elles n'avaient pas vu un garçon ou une fille correspondant à sa description. Une jeune femme blonde rajouta que même si elle avait vu la fille, elle ne lui aurait pas dit. Visiblement, la réputation de William l'avait précédé. William a violemment attrapé la jeune femme par le bras et a passé sa main droite sous sa jupe. Elle s'est mise à pleurer. Les autres femmes demandaient à William d'arrêter, mais elle avait peur de provoquer sa colère. Pas ouf, hein. Ouais, vas-y. Quand il a entendu mes paroles, William a perdu son sourire. Il a repoussé la jeune fille. Les autres femmes m'ont regardé d'un drôle d'air. Elle devait me demander pourquoi un moine chevauchait avec un homme comme William. Nous avons continué notre route et William a lancé un regard de mépris. Je lui ai dit qu'il me faisait pitié. Je ne lui ai pas dit pourquoi, car les mots me manquaient. Après ça, nous n'avons pas parlé pendant un long moment. William parlait à d'autres étrangers en chemin. Au début, je pensais qu'il demandait sa route. Puis j'ai réalisé que de l'argent changeait de main. William payait ces gens en échange d'informations. J'étais heureux que William semble avoir renoncé à faire du mal aux gens. Puis j'ai vu une vieille dame pointer du doigt en direction d'un homme barbu sur un cheval. William a traité l'homme de voleur de chevaux. Puis il a souri et a fait signe à l'homme surpris de monter sur son cheval et de chevaucher avec lui. Ils ont accéléré le rythme et je ne pouvais plus attendre de quoi ils parlaient. Entendre, j'ai dit attendre, pardon. Je n'entendais pas grand-chose, mais il semblait que l'homme ait conclu un accord avec William. Il a reçu une poignée de pièces et avant qu'il ne parte vers le nord, j'ai entendu un nom être mentionné, Aliana. J'ai prié pour que le plan de William, quelle qu'en soit sa nature, échoue. Puis William a fait un signe afin que j'avance plus vite. Je me suis dit que nous ne devions plus être très loin de l'endroit où Lady Emily voulait m'emmener. Brusquement, mon estomac se noua au moment où je reconnus le lieu vers lequel nous nous dirigions. Palais de l'évêque, évidemment.
Just a moment.
What?
You know very well that Bishop Waleran is in Winchester now. So what are we doing here?
No idea. Mother never tells me anything. She treats me and Father like damn children. It's a wonder Father ever got to fuck her in the first place. But here I am, and I'm starving. Damn, I'm starving.
Where are you going?
In there?
No.
I'm sure the bishop would want to see me well fed. We won't be staying long, so whatever it is you gotta do it fast.
Passe.
How can I help you? How about you step aside?
Le mec, il a même pas répliqué. Paragon nous a-t-elle envoyé ici? Quel est le secret de Waleran? Qu'y a-t-il là-bas? Ça va pas nous emporter grand-chose. Est-ce que je peux l'ouvrir? Oui. Il y a quelque chose au loin. Ah, on dirait une bâtisse.
What is that?
Oh, Waleran a lancé son propre chantier de construction. Que construit-il là-bas? Intéressant. Est-ce qu'il construit son propre évêque là? Son propre cathédrale?
The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? I have to find out more. I have to.
semble sauvage et nerveux.
William forgot to close his saddlebag.
Ah. Oh, l'introduction de la 50 de celle de William. Examiner. Lettre datée de janvier 1136. William, vos inquiétudes sont parfaitement compréhensibles. Tuer est un péché, et l'enfer attend tous les pécheurs. Mais comment tuer pourrait-il être un péché lorsqu'une vie est enlevée afin de protéger Dieu de notre Église? Dans le cadre d'une si sainte bataille, vous devenez le glaive de Dieu, tout comme tous les braves et vaillants chevaliers qui se joignent en notre croisade, en terre sacrée. Leur foi et leur armure, leurs péchés sont pardonnés. Vous êtes le glaive de Dieu, et en tant qu'évêque, je suis la main de Dieu. Tant que la main guidera l'épée, vos péchés seront pardonnés. Évêque Valerian Bigod. Okay.
What are we doing here? What am I asking you for? You just did what you were told.
You, please. You were here before, weren't you? Yes. I remember you. Philip, isn't it?
Yes.
Please, you have to help me.
What happened?
He forced me to serve him food. He took the Lord's name in vain, and he pushed me and touched me.
Oh, God.
Ah, the monk. Oh. Did the boy call you? So what? Did he ask you for help?
Il n'a pas eu besoin de dire quoi
Did
que
he
ce
come
soit.
running to you?
You didn't have to say anything. I knew you would get us in trouble.
Trouble? Me? We're young men, he and I play rough. So what? I asked you to leave.
And that is what we will do. What will the bishop think of your behavior?
Listen, we're all on the same side here.
We are not.
You, me, him, we're all working for the bishop. He won't mind. I play rough, so what? We are all men of God. Well, I'm a man. I don't know what you call yourselves.
You are a sinner.
So what? Everyone is. The bishop told me. But my sins are forgiven.
Why would you think that?
I took Earl's castle for him.
Your parents agreed to arrest Bartholomew because they wanted his earldom.
Who cares what they think? I felled Bartholomew's men with my sword. The old man was begging me for his life. On his knees, he begged me. I did it for the bishop. But hey, I'm sure you did great things for him as well. You think my father took Earl's castle? He's too...
I pity you.
Again? You dare to say that again? You pity me. I pity you. You're not a man. Neither of you are.
We are men of God.
A man kills, and a man fucks. And no one talks down to me. No one! I know you saw me and that whore at the river. I would have fucked that woman if it hadn't been for you.
And what would that have achieved?
She'd have learnt her lesson. And don't you think I noticed how you spied on me and that horse thief? I should kill you for that. I should. Let me tell you, I will fuck Bartholomew's whore of a daughter. I will fuck her good. I'm a man. Damn it, I'd fuck the boy if that was the only way to put him in his place. Hell,
He looks like he'd enjoy it too.
You are not a man. You are a beast.
Oh, I am a man. But yes, there is a beast in me. It hunts and kills like no other. I unleashed it for the bishop. And my sins are forgiven.
Not even God would forgive those sins.
Of course he would. He already did. The bishop told me.
Then the bishop is wrong.
Hey, we're on the same side here. Now, we will stay here a while longer, as I've not finished eating. Shit.
Oh! Un couteau! On pourra s'en servir pour se défendre. On pourra le planter.
Make him go. I want him to leave. Now.
Okay.
Throw them into the blazing furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
What?
Hell. It is a depiction of hell.
The bishop said the relief intimidates even his most impious visitors. They all fear death.
I'm not afraid to die.
Do not fear those who kill the body. Rather fear him who can destroy both soul and body. In hell.
Who's he?
The devil. A fallen angel.
I have nothing to be afraid of.
The cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars. Their souls are the devil's. They will all go to hell.
Stop it! Hell is far away. I'm not afraid.
Alors...
Tell me, what is being built out there?
What?
A substantial construction is underway, it seems.
Yes, but...
What is it?
A castle. The bishop is building a castle.
Un château. Et il est à court de matériaux.
A castle? Why a castle?
I don't know. It is not for me to ask or question the bishop.
Of course.
And I doubt it's for you to question him either.
Eh oh, tu te calmes, hein? J'ai un couteau. Toi.
I can't let anyone know what Wayleran and Henry tried to do. I doubt anyone would even be surprised.
Ah d'accord, ok.
Fool I was. I can't let anyone know what Wayleran and
Oui,
Henry
oui, c'est bien, c'est
tried
bien,
to
c'est
do.
bien, c'est
I
bien,
doubt
c'est bien,
anyone
c'est
would.
bien. Oh.
It looks so alive. Perhaps the artist has actually seen the devil.
Are you afraid? It's just stone. Hell is far away.
I better put it back and tidy up the table.
Comment ça, le reposer, ranger la table? Hein? D'accord, une assiette de... Ok.
If the bishop finds out about this, he will not be pleased. I have to fix this.
Ok, tu veux nettoyer comment le bazar là?
And if anyone's name was not found written in the book of life, he was thrown into the lake of fire.
What's that?
It's from the scripture. The end of days.
The second death of the sinners.
Bishop Wayleran said that if a sinner stares into the flame,
devil stares back from the lake of fire. What?
I can't see him.
Oh, c'est le diable.
What is it?
We ride back to Winchester. Now!
Okay.
What happened?
Maybe he saw things to come.
Good. Now you leave as well. That man, William, had no idea why you two came here, had he? You came here to spy on the bishop. You brought this man here. Leave! Go! But leave the tableware.
I only wanted to tidy up the table.
Of course. I knew you couldn't be trusted ever since I saw you stealing apples and hay when you first...
Ah, le bâtard, il nous a vus. Oh non, le couteau.
There you are. My son seemed thoughtful when he returned.
You priests and your talk. You always get to him.
He seemed more excited after talking to your bishop, though. Then again, we know Waleran is good with words. Don't we, my husband?
Of course, yes.
Speaking of Waleran, what did you find, monk?
Incertain. Qu'est-ce qu'il s'appelle incertain?
A construction site.
Ah. So Waleran has a building project of his own. Did you also find out what he is building?
A castle.
Yes. He is building a castle for himself. And he used up every stone and every tree on his own lands.
C'est vrai qu'il manquait du bois.
He claims he wants Bartholomew's land for your cathedral. But what Waleran wants is a castle.
He's always been like that.
Not long ago, you accused us of being selfish. But what about your bishop, eh?
What do you want from me?
As prior of Kingsbridge, you will agree that my husband shall have the whole earldom of Shiring.
And why would I do you a favor like that?
Because we will support the rebuilding of your cathedral with our stones and our timber.
The king can live up to all of his promises, and Waleran gets nothing.
That is our offer. What do you say?
Ah, faut faire un choix, attention. Ne pas accepter et marchander. Accepter l'accord. Tout dans une situation difficile. Soit je l'accepte pas et je suis full avec l'évêque, soit j'accepte et là je crains pour mon poste. Il cache des choses, hein, l'évêque là. Je peux pas dire, mais. Ah, fuck.
I agree.
Ah. Did you hear, my husband?
Yes, you said he'd agree.
My husband will let the king know of our agreement. Bishop Waleran will be quite surprised. You will see his true face when he does not get what he wants.
On est foutu dans un sacré pétrin.
No need. We said all there was to say. No need. We said all there was to say. They have done enough harm to that man.
Bonjour.
Good day.
You come to visit someone in my jail, Father? Or do you want to pick out a nice warm cell for yourself?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. See? A smile. Just for you, Father.
Tu veux?
The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. Bishop Henry sends me.
The bishop, eh? What does he want?
He wants me to talk to Bartholomew of Shiring.
Bartholomew of Shiring? Ha! It's only Bartholomew now. It's his 4th day without bread. Soon he won't even be Bartholomew anymore.
Bartholomew, I am Brother Philip.
Sauriez-vous pardonner à qui vous avez fait du tort? Je suis responsable de votre sort. Bête mélo, je sais pas qui c'est là, en vrai.
Could you forgive those that wronged you?
Only God forgives. A monk should know that.
Your conspiracy. Was it really worth dying for?
Stephen sent you. Why would you side with the usurper?
If you talk, they might bring you food.
You are not the first to offer me that. Why should I confess to you?
C'est le
Your
roi.
people found refuge in my priory. Your confession will help me to give them work and shelter.
I have no sins to confess. My only regret is that I failed.
I will not tell the king that. They will kill you.
They have already done that. Monk, tell them that I confessed.
To what?
All of it. Treason.
But
the son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father. Tell Stephen that as well.
You know the scripture.
Richard and Aliena, my children, they must live.
On peut faire ça.
And a good day to you too, Father.
Très bien. Oh l'évêque. Quitter le château et revenir le lendemain?
He confessed to everything, but he asks for clemency for his children.
Good. I will let my brother know what we have achieved today once he returns from the hunt.
C'est vrai qu'il a la
Good,
chasse.
Philip. You did well.
About Bartholomew's children,
My brother was never one to judge a man by the deeds of his father. Still, I shall mention Bartholomew's request to him.
Si je lui dis pour mentionner le château, il va se méfier. Faut pas que je lui dise. Faut absolument pas que je lui dise, sinon ça va... Non, ça va foutre la merde.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yes, there is not much a monk can do here.
Yes, your bishop and I will do what we can to help your priory.
On va le garder pour nous, ça.
My loyal subject,
Pour l'instant.
Percy Hamley, today becomes the Earl of Shiring. Of the former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle. And all the land that is tenanted to knights, and all farmlands, pastures, forests, and quarries.
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes. Of course, I have not forgotten the worries of my bishops. The Earl of Shiring himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waleran, Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt. Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced. Come forward, prior.
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
Oh shit, s'inquiéter à propos de la cathédrale, s'inquiéter de présenter le robe sale, mieux de ne pas être inquiet, s'inquiéter à propos de Robert. Qui ça, Robert? Je sais pas, s'inquiéter à propos de la cathédrale.
Worried about my priory and the cathedral.
I heard about the fire. How are you managing?
On the day of the fire, God sent us a builder, but we cannot pay him.
Don't worry, you can. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamley. He told me that he wants to support you in financing timber and stone for your new cathedral. I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised. It shall be done.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment. He told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Waleran, in this pressing matter. After all you have done for me.
Thank you, Lord King.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning he was found dead in his cell. I've heard that you, Prior, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena. While they shall lose their status, their name, and their land, they shall go free, wherever they are.
You must be very proud, Lady Hamley.
Of course. Father Philip has been very understanding in all this.
Yes, he is remarkable. Very remarkable.
My husband and I were terrified when we heard about the fire in Kingsbridge. It is a blessing that we can help him and his priory now.
You sowed the wind, Philip.
Vous avez été voir Barthélemy dans sa cellule. Vous avez chevauché avec William et découvert le secret de Waleran. Le serviteur de l'évêque Waleran vous croit malhonnête et se méfie de vous. Et oui, de toute façon, il va le savoir. Il va rentrer chez lui et le serviteur, il va lui... Monsieur, il est venu, quoi. Il a su pour votre château. Et du coup, bah voilà. De toute façon, il le sait. Vous avez conclu un accord avec Wallane selon leurs propres termes. Putain, c'est dingue parce que c'est eux qui ont attaqué le château et ont conclu avec ceux qui nous ont attaqués. On est quand même fous. L'évêque ou la reine pense que vous l'avez trahi. Ah, il pense pas. Il va le savoir de toute façon. Par son serviteur. Voilà. Chapitre 7. Il y a eu un titre, j'ai pas eu le temps de lire. Quelques semaines plus tard.
Is everyone ready? Yes, everyone will be there.
But how are we to pray and contemplate like this? I don't dare even to send my choir out there.
We shall get used to it, all of us.
We must be thankful for all of this, for each noise, each face that disturbs us here.
We shall start with the chancel, then gradually work our way from east to west. That's the way it's done, the way I was taught to do it.
I value your enthusiasm, my dear Mason, but so far we're only cleaning up. I haven't even considered hiring a master builder yet, neither you nor anyone else.
May I show you some drawings?
By all means.
Oula. Attends, une vue latérale, il permet de mieux comprendre les proportions. Ça devrait peut-être commencer par là. C'est ici que commence la construction. Mais pour un non initié, c'est plus difficile à assimiler. Contour pour la fondation. C'est moins abstrait que le plan au sol. Ça peut être un bon point de départ. Alors là-dessus.
When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors and buttresses. Now for that we need a plan like this, to tell us where to place our pegs and string.
Is this how birds would see our church?
Exactly.
Ok.
Imagine you're standing in the center of the nave, looking at the wall. This is what you see.
Are those windows?
Right, but that's not all. On top are the clerestory windows. The clerestory makes up 2/3 of the upper half. It's important that the wall is well proportioned to hold and to look beautiful. On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle. Shall I go on?
Yes, yes, of course. I was just thinking. Keep going.
The bays of the arcade will all be handled equally, spanning the length of the entire building.
I
haven't told you everything about the floor plan yet.
Si.
If you were facing the cathedral with the front wall torn down, you would see it like this.
Interesting. What's that, coming out from above the entrance?
That's the tower, of course.
I thought so, but why is it right above the nave? Shouldn't it be closer to the transept?
Oh, don't be fooled. The tower is, of course, farther back, but one cannot show depth in a drawing.
Ah, of course. How high will it be?
Quelle sera sa hauteur? 2 fois plus haute. C'est vrai, quelle hauteur souhaitez-vous?
How high would you like it to be?
Oh, I am not looking for another Tower of Babel. Just for something modest, yet awe-inspiring. Tell me more about the nave.
Let me know when you've decided on the tower's height.
Well, first, I have to decide if you are even the right man for the job, haven't I?
The nave will be about 32 feet high and will appear even higher.
Drawing the eye heavenward with its loftiness.
Well said. A chamber worthy of God.
I always wondered how walls this high could hold up so well.
The Lord will be satisfied with a nave like this.
That is only for the Lord to know.
Bon voilà. Mais c'est bon là.
Let me tell you more about the walls.
Rien? Rien faire?
If you would look at the second drawing again.
Deuxième dessin? Qu'est-ce que t'appelles le deuxième dessin? Pour moi, le deuxième dessin, c'est celui-ci. Et pourtant, je fais... Ça y est, c'est Keblo. Comment je peux faire? Ah! J'avais pas vu ça.
The chancel will have 4 bays.
What about the nave?
I understand the chancel is very important. I can assure you it will be beautiful.
You can read my mind, Master Builder. Go on.
Here you can see the transept.
I noticed, yes. It is remarkable how much you can reveal with so few lines.
Thank you, Father. If you have no concerns regarding the transept, I would like to move on.
By all means.
The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays.
Excuse-moi, j'ai pas mis de...
I can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
Pourriez-vous financer un bâtiment plus grand? C'est vrai ça.
Well, can you afford to build it bigger?
I have trouble affording it at all. Percy Hamley would support us with timber and stone, but how do we pay the workers? But only God knows if it will be enough. I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
Pas plus de 3000 livres. Oh oh, ouais, je sais pas moi. Au moins 3000 livres. On va rester dans le pessimiste. Hein. Je veux dire optimiste.
I know exactly how much this would cost. It would be no more than £3,000.
I've spent the last few weeks working out the annual income of the priory. Here's the answer. £300 a year. And we spend every penny. Go on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
J'ai envie d'arrêter là. Je veux dire, ça fait déjà un épisode de 2 heures là. Qu'est-ce que tu veux voir la suite quoi?
Starting right in the middle is the Tribune Gallery.
C'est long là.
I can see you've put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering, how long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
De 8 à 10 ans avec 60 maçons. 15 ans avec 30 maçons. Je suis pas architecture moi. Je suis pas architecte, je connais rien. Est-ce que le fait de faire 10, de 8 à 10 mais 60, ça revient au même de toute façon. Tu paieras plus cher. Parce que plus les travaux seront longs, plus ce sera cher.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you can afford 60 masons, you could build the whole church at once instead of working from east to west. That might take 8 years, maybe 10.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and calculate. So, I need to find £200 a year. It doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. You really want to build this cathedral yourself, don't you?
Yes, Father. I want you to appoint me Master Builder.
Why?
Parce que je veux exercer mes talents, parce que ça donne un sens à ma vie d'un homme, parce que j'ai déjà vu du travail, parce que ce sera beau. Parce que je veux exercer mes talents, bien sûr.
Because he wants to give people hope.
Is that so? Then answer me this one last question.
Bah si, je suis pas prêt.
If people were to enter your church, what image would they see crowning the tympanum above the entrance? One of Judgment Day to teach people to be good? Or one of paradise to remind them of God's mercy?
Show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things. I'd rather see trees and animals.
Leur rappeler la miséricorde de Dieu, leur rappeler le jugement dernier. Bah, la miséricorde de Dieu. Le jugement dernier, c'est pas ouf quoi.
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
Milius, is there news of my brother?
No, unfortunately not. No one has seen or heard from him since the Bishop and Percy Hamley were here.
Papa, will there be statues inside? Statues?
Oh. That's enough, children. It's time you went out and played.
Ouais, et moi il est temps d'arrêter l'épisode.
Prior.
Yes?
My first wife, Agnes. She died without a priest, and she's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, for the ultimate sacrifice has already been made. But the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best we have to offer, that which is most precious to us. So you must ask yourself, is this design the best thing you could offer?
Except for my children. Yes.
Then rest easy, Tom Builder. God will accept it.
Contrat de travail à examiner, vas-y. Vite fait. Contrat daté du 1er février 1136 au mois Philippe de Gunned. Désolé pour la prononciation. En représentation du prieuré de Kingsbridge. Nomme par la présence Tom bâtisseur en tant que maître bâtisseur de la construction de la cathédrale de Kingsbridge. Le prieuré fournira 200 livres par an qui devront être intégralement utilisés pour les matériaux et les ouvriers. Le rythme de construction sera ajouté en fonction dans le respect des plans approuvés par le prieur. En échange pour son travail, Tom bâtisseur et sa famille recevront une maison privée, ainsi que le droit de partager tous les repas communs du prieuré. Ce contrat est sujet à modification en fonction des finances du prieuré, tout en offrant des perspectives de versement de sommes complémentaires visant à compenser le travail du maître bâtisseur. Signé prieur Philippe de Gunned, Tom bâtisseur. Bien, on contrôle Jack. Je ne sais pas pourquoi, mais on va vite le savoir, je suppose. Tom dessine si bien. Non. Il y a qui à voir? Ouais. Où est-ce qu'ils ont mis les chevaux? Je ne les aime pas. Ah bon? Tom dit qu'il faut des années pour construire une cathédrale. Comment ça se plaire ici? Ah ah. Pourquoi t'es si gentil d'un coup? On va parler un peu.
Hey,
What are you doing?
I'm supervising. Tom asked me to. We see eye to eye now, you know. He asks me things and I can say yes or no.
Huh.
Hey, did you tell him that I had trouble with him?
Oui. Clairement, oui. Ah.
You bastard. I told you not to.
Ah.
I have to carve up some steaks later. If you want, you can help me. Or you can do whatever the hell it is you're doing all day. It's your call.
Jack, do me a favour and give Paul these herbs, will you?
But he's a monk. You don't like monks.
Well, it turns out not all of them are bad.
Qu'est-ce qu'il a le grincheux?
Be careful before you trust any one of them.
Well, your son already trusted me. Oh yes, I know that the builder is not his father, and I also know about you. It won't be long till they throw you out of Kingsbridge. Witch.
There he is! Give our prior the welcome he deserves!
Oh, you know, I am only following God's will.
Prepare to raise the bell! Make the prior proud!
Well, thank you.
Go on, Jack. Don't forget about Paul's herbs.
Ah ouais, c'est vrai. C'est qui, Paul? Ah oui, c'est le vieux là qui gardait l'entrée du pont. Quoi? Ils ont quoi? Ah d'accord, oui. Ça j'ai tout vu donc pas la peine. Ah voilà Paul. Ouh, on dirait que ça recommence à reconstruire aussi les bâtiments et tout, ça va être beau.
Oh, good day, boy. If you see your mother, tell her the pain's gotten worse. I think I might take her up on our offer now. Oh,
Il a mal où?
no, don't you ever get as old as I am, boy. 'Tis not natural.
This is from my mother.
Oh, bless her. Boy, whatever Remedius says, your mother is a saint. Oh, is that the bell? Can you see it from here?
Elle était pas là il y a 2 secondes.
Bell without a cathedral. Your father certainly had strange ideas.
It might be. What's a bell?
C'est ce que tu vois en train de sonner. Bref.
Excuse me.
Oh oh!
You. I remember you. You're the boy with no father.
Actually, I have 2 fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes. Tom Builder and Jack Sherburg.
I thought you weren't the builder's son.
Il s'est inventé une vie là.
Well, I am now.
I have to say, Prior Philip told me there would be a lot of sheep here. I can see he wasn't exaggerating.
You know Philip too?
I do. He's the reason I'm here. Is he around?
He should be around somewhere. Busy man, that fellow. But don't worry. You probably won't have to look for him for long.
All right. Thank you.
Oula, qui c'est lui?
Shall we go after them?
Walter? Ah, attends, mais c'est pas... Ah, mais c'est le fils de... Ouais, voilà.
Now we know where we can find them.
Il va se passer des choses.
My bishop, William Hamley, has returned.
C'est vrai qu'il travaillait pour lui.
Send him in, Timothy. We have much to discuss.
Vous avez donné une estimation optimiste des coûts de construction. Vous avez choisi le paradis pour le tympan de la cathédrale. Vous n'avez pas eu de nouvelles de Francis depuis un moment, c'est vrai. Dame Anneliena, pourquoi veut-elle parler à Philippe? L'évêque Walleran a commencé à manigancer contre Kingsbridge. Vous avez terminé un livre... Le livre 1. Oh oh! Enfin!
Next time on the Pillars of the Earth, find out what happened to me and my brother Richard after the siege of our father's castle. What will the future hold in store for Kingsbridge? The Pillars of the Earth, sowing the wind.
Écoutez, je ferai un... Je ferai un montage. Provisoire. Du moins, sur YouTube. Parce que je ne comprends pas pourquoi, en fait, le jeu ne veut pas faire le 2, en fait. Est-ce qu'il faut que je télécharge le DLC ? Je ne sais pas. Écoutez, on va faire comme si que on avait fini le premier livre, qui était vraiment fort sympathique. J'ai beaucoup aimé la DA du jeu. C'était vraiment très intriguant. Il y avait vraiment un effet de énigme, même si certains étaient un peu moins, comment dire, un peu plus compliqués à comprendre. Mais ça reste quand même un bon jeu. J'ai beaucoup aimé l'histoire, en tout cas. Mais là encore, je suis encore assez intrigué. Et le jeu ne veut pas lancer le livre 2. Donc je sais pas pourquoi. Je vais essayer de voir pourquoi du comment. Mais écoutez, d'ici là, on se verra peut-être pour le livre 2, pour la suite. Et sinon, je sais pas. Voilà, peut-être à mon avis pour un autre let's play ou autre. Voilà. Bref, mais en tout cas, ça annonce fort pour la suite, quoi. Je vous laisse sur ces crédits. Donc si vous voyez des coupures avant, c'est normal. Voilà. Sur ce. Au revoir. Simplement. J'ai rien d'autre à ajouter. Le jeu m'a pris par surprise.